I left Canada. I did not want to be among the immigrants who always fantasize how good the family life was back home. I didn't want to live a life in one place while always having my heart and mind at another place. So I thought to take a step and see what life would be like in the Middle East. Closer to home, a mere 1.5 hours flight to Karachi, the city where most of my family lives. The city that feels like home even after all the chaos and noise. Back in Canada, my wife and I had gotten used to the good life, safer, more convenient, and more free. So we didn't want to move to Karachi just yet, as that would have been a very big change. So we tried to find a middle ground. We sold everything we had collected over 5 years of our life in Calgary and said goodbye to Canada. Surprisingly, it felt really heavy, like leaving another home. We've made so many memories in this country. It gave me a new perspective to life. There was more to be experienced than just going through and passing time. The move eventually became a gap year, and over the past 12 months, we have stayed a while in Karachi to relive what it felt to be at home. Surprisingly, it didn't feel like home anymore. Everything had changed over the 5 years we were away. The friends grow in different directions. The relations change. And with the growth spurt you get after moving to a new country and having lived vastly different experiences than what your people did back home, you're not able to relate anymore. The things that didn't bother you before starts bothering you now. The things you didn't value before, now you cherish them more than ever. Being a Muslim, I also learned that the true feeling of home one can ever have is only when you truly connect with God. And when choosing a place to live, we need to stay at a place that gives us the bandwidth to improve as a human, connect with God, and grow by reflecting over the God's world. Ultimately, we came to the Middle East and learned that no place will ever be perfect. There are pros and cons for every place, and we have to choose the battles we want to live with. We were close to the 6-month mark of having left Canada, and at this point, we were starting to miss it more than ever before. A break from the Canadian Rockies and being able to live a true nomad life gave us a fresh perspective to everything. I think I was being ungrateful, and being an artist, I was trying to find the perfection in life, just like I do with the art that I make. Turns out, perfection is just something we can always chase and never get. If we were able to get perfection, there would be no charm in life anymore. The next 6 months were ultimate confusion. A big question mark on our lives. We had no idea what and where home was. We had been daydreaming about traveling new countries for so long. And now that we had the chance, we were looking for a stable routine life. Eventually, we decided that while Middle East felt comfortable in the short term, Canada was eventually the overall better choice in the long term. And that's what brought us to Turkey, so we could travel a bit and enjoy this phase of homelessness before finding a routine back home. I'm thankful for the great blessing of being able to travel different countries and cities. It has truly been a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Not because it was as fun or as exciting as what the internet makes it look like, but because it taught me lessons about life that I may not have learned in a lifetime. It was a true PhD in life, something you don't learn in a college or university. Now that I've had no permanent home for about a year, I realize that having stability and routine is as important as breaking it, and how important it is to enjoy the smaller things in life, taking it one day at a time. We always plan ahead and work towards our goals in life. But while doing so, we must not forget to cherish what we currently have. Being in different cultures, among people who live life very differently than you, trying new foods, learning the challenges people face in other countries, and the way they live life is such a raw and valuable experience in humanity. With how fast the world is changing and how disconnected humans have become in the name of connectivity, travel helps us slow down, sparks a light in us, and activates new parts of the brain which we never thought we had.